Hello and welcome back to the ordinary old guy in the old garage gym. And continuing my far too long sharing of the people that I like to watch or look at one videos on their YouTube channels to keep me motivated, or inspired, or entertained. And I would say over time, some of that has shifted from just trying to be motivated and inspired to maybe being entertained. And you can see that with a lot of channels. All of the channels that I've already previously mentioned, if you haven't taken a look, go take a look at some of those. They're all listed together, I believe, except maybe the very first one, listing all the people that I've seen or that I've talked about today. And again, for all those people that I've already mentioned, I tend to like the older material versus some of the newer material that's changed and whatnot, because it's an ever-evolving situation. Just as I could maybe make a living out of if I just sat here and just critiqued fitness influencers, and that was all I did. And I really did nothing but do that. And people are doing things like that, so whatever. But that was not my goal, that was not my beginning, and that was not my intention. I am just now sharing, like, hey, because it came up in real life, oh, I didn't know about these people. Oh, well, yeah. So I'm going to share my part here. So before I continue here and give you who's next on this list, right? Because we're going to wind it down here, because I can't keep going like this forever. And I got a list right over here for myself. I'm going to throw some things together. Is that what you tend to have happen here is when I'm sharing this list, I try to have a little bit of a balance of different people as far as what they're bringing to the table, right? Like I said, either, hey, we have some hardcore workout for some big muscle mass, let's go old school, hard train stuff. We got some, hey, let's stay fit, let's work hard. Hey, let's figure out how we can be smart about what we're doing, and hey, let's just have some fun. So that's what I mean by that. Versus just one side or another. And I'm going to stop here for a second, because the difficulty becomes, if you were to type in shoulder workout, just shoulder workout, what pops up in YouTube, right, is probably going to be some of the other people that, I have some people on the list there that would say, oh, here's this person who's showing you how to do a shoulder workout. Maybe it's going to be a brief video, not too long. Here's some various exercises. Maybe there'll be some awesome graphics with some red muscles and showing you all these different things. And they're going to have a millions of views. And if you keep going down through there and you're scrolling down, you're going to see a lot of similar content, other than some random stuff that doesn't even belong there, right? Like, oh, here's this person at food challenge, and here's some political stuff, whatever. There's something in there like, what does this have to do with shoulder workout? So it's confusing to me sometimes. So then you see those other people, and then maybe you click on them and you see their thing, and there's a similarity, and you start to get into this box, so to speak, where, okay, now you see similar people along their feed, so to speak, right? And it kind of keeps you containerized. So when you're looking for some of those things, that's what you end up dealing with, right? Like if you go, oh, I'm going to go over 50, I'm going to search over 50 workouts, you're not going to get some of these people that I'm sharing with you, or even people I haven't shared. If you type in shoulder workout, you're not going to get Seth Brochi at the top, where if that guy's doing a shoulder workout, holy crud, that's like crazy stuff. You're going to get something pretty much basic, maybe like Jeremy Ethier, who's presenting a good shoulder workout, or Athlean X, as I've mentioned. So some of these things can start to get you into certain boxes of different influencers or people who are trying to promote their channels and whatnot, and it gets very tied in like that. So that's why I'm sharing my list, is to sit there and go, hey, well, you know what, you could be probably best well-rounded by just kind of checking everything out, right? If you get too locked in. Now, if that's your thing, and you just want to just grind on heavy, just like what I'm going to call, meathead, like, bro, gym, like, let me get juiced out of my mind and just throw weights, and I'm a man, and look, I got my shirt off. I don't know. Fine. That's cool, awesome. Sometimes that is good to watch, to get you motivated, get you fired up, to see what's going on, and those people have a huge piece to contribute. Sometimes it goes a little, but just like everything else, can go a little too far off to one side or the other. So that being said, okay, well, who am I going to share now? Okay, because I'm getting into this space here where I have my list of, you know, these with some of these people. How often am I looking at them? So, you know, I'm thinking about like, okay, I'm going to try to cut some of this down. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to mention some new people, and one of the first new people I'm going to mention is Will Tennyson. I came across Will Tennyson some time back. I don't know how or why. And it was a little bit of a different vein, and at that time I was definitely more so looking at like, I just want to see some hardcore stuff. I want to see the bros just with giant weight and stuff and all these different things, or learn something, or see if there's something I've missed or I haven't heard of over my whole lifetime, which starts to get like just redundant, you know, like here's this new exercise. No, that's not a new exercise. That was from like a long time ago. There's a reason why maybe people aren't doing it. But anyways, so I'm going to get to Will Tennyson here, and I've come back around, and I have him on there, somebody I do watch, because he mixes things up a lot. He'll do stuff that's kind of more like a documentary. So as far as a fitness influencer, I would say he's like probably like the picture perfect. He's millions of viewers, millions of subscribers, and he's entertaining. He's got a quick, dry wit. Could be somewhat juvenile at times in that wit of what's being talked about, but he, not only that, but he will do collaborations with a lot of different people, but he'll do hard workouts. He'll do stuff, or like maybe he's doing a collaboration where I'm going to try to do this challenge or something like that, and he'll do some hardcore physical stuff and things like that. So there's him. Okay, so I'm going to throw a couple of other someone else on top of this too, right? This is kind of like with the World Strongman piece, okay? And who I'm gonna throw on the back of this, aside from Will Tennyson, who I do check out, is someone else, Jesse James West, and he as well is somebody who doesn't have, as far as when I've come across him, does not have a plethora of like, here's my workout routines, here I am grinding in the gym, here's my dietary thing, let me share some new data input on if you're doing leg exercise. No, mostly entertainment, high energy guy, likes to do a lot of collaborations with a lot of people and stuff like that too. Did some competition stuff. Also to mention Will and the person I just mentioned here, Jesse James West, they're also so on the natural side, as they would state and whatnot, and they've done different things of that, and some people wonder if Will is and this and that, but he has a history where he was overweight. He struggled with weight during his life. He's just I think just a naturally larger guy, so him working out and putting on weight, I think, is probably one of those things. I've known people like this. They're already naturally larger, and if they work out, then it's like, wow. And you may think like, holy crud, but maybe they're not as strong as you think, and stuff like that. So I'm going to put those two people together, Will Tennyson and Jesse James West. Okay, and I think from here on out, I don't have that many more people on this list. Okay, and these are people that I might actually watch a video or see, we're like, okay, they posted something, I'm going to check it out and stuff like that. There's only maybe a few more I have left, and I'm going to pair those together to speed up the process, because I'm more interested in getting back into doing other things, but I do want to get through this list and share things. And someone might say, well, just go ahead, just tell us everybody right off the top, and then I can look at, well, yeah, I guess I could do that too, but I'm gonna give it a couple more times here to see where things are at. Okay, so those are a couple other people that I would definitely say fit what I would consider, if there's a fitness influencer, and if we could put a picture, those two guys I think count. They're talking about other stuff, they're doing their thing, it's all about different stuff. There's a lot of, they put a lot of great things out there that's entertaining and interesting and educational. And with everything else, I take everything with a grain of salt. Don't believe everything you see or hear on YouTube. I mean, that's crazy. I'm concluding myself. Use your critical thinking skills. I hope you learned some when you were a kid. If you didn't, I feel bad for you. That being said, that's it for today. This went way longer than I was hoping. I was going to keep this one short, but now that I've kind of got the game plan out, next time I come around, I'm going to throw a 2-for-1 special. and we'll see where that is. And then there'll probably be one more that'll be like, woo, okay, again, right? Because I want to mix it up. Maybe I'll throw a slider out there, okay, this time coming up, and we'll see who's that going to be. But other than that, please check them out. Please visit them if you haven't come across them or seen them. Again, they might be in a different box for you. Will Tennyson and Jesse James West, which I'm guessing is at. Typically, you just type in the names, right, and it pops up. Jesse James West is a little weird because, I guess there's a lot of Jesse Jameses, but, so you can type in his name. So, hopefully subscribe for all of them, and check them out, and we're not, and for myself as well, and hopefully share, and come back, and I'll see you again next time. To kind of start getting close to wrapping this up. Maybe two more here. Okay, we'll see what happens. All right, so you'll see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen. All right, so thanks for stopping by.